Hello students, today in this module we are going to learn about Asia, its climate. So let's begin. Today we are going to start with the factors affecting climate of Asia. So children, we have discussed in the first part that Asia is a very vast continent and it has a vast latitudinal extent. So this is the point we have already discussed, right? So due to this vast continent, large size of the continent, it extends over several latitudes and several longitudes. Now what happens due to this? Now due to this, the large part of the continent which is lies interior away from the sea, it experiences extreme climate, means temperatures are very high during summer and very low during winter. So this creates a problem, and also low amount of rainfall. Whereas the areas near the sea, which are close to the sea, they experience moderate climate. So this is how the climate of Asia is affected by its vast latitudinal and longitudinal extent. Let's move to the next factor, that is presence of high mountains. Children, as we have seen in the map of Asia, that there are several mountains. If look at the map, see this central portion of Asia, I will just point out with a pen. This portion of Asia, there are so many mountains. We have learnt in the physical features, right? So what is the role of these mountains? These mountains prevent the, see, they allow the cold wind to come, and this portion of Asia becomes very cold during winter. Whereas because of the presence of the mountains here, India is protected from the cold winds coming from the Arctic region. So I hope this is clear. Now these winds, they get diverted this side and they also move and affect the climate of Asia. So this is how the mountains play active role in affecting the climate of Asia. I hope this is clear. So we have dealt with 2 points. First one, vast latitudinal longitudinal extent, and the second one, presence of high mountains. Let's proceed. Now children, the third factor which affect the climate are monsoon winds. So these winds develop due to unequal heating and cooling of the land and water. They reverse their direction with a change in season, means they change their direction when the season changes. And the third point, the word monsoon, we get this word from the Arabic word mausim, which means season. So now children, because monsoon is a very important factor affecting climate of Asia, so we need to know in detail about how the monsoon affect the climate. Now students, we will move to the next factor affecting climate of Asia, that is cyclones and anticyclones. Now what are cyclones and anticyclones? We need to know first. So cyclone, in a cyclone, you know children, these both cyclone and anticyclone, they move in circular pattern, but sometimes they move in clockwise direction and sometimes they move in anti-clockwise direction. So let us see what are they. So I'll use a pen here. Cyclone, wind blow towards the low pressure center. Now let's see the diagram. See, these are the diagrams of cyclones. These are of cyclones and these two diagrams are of anticyclones. So I'll explain you with the help of this diagram. In the northern hemisphere, the cyclone, this picture which you are seeing, you can see in between it's at a low pressure. And you can see the winds are moving inside, means we have discussed wind move from high pressure to low pressure. So center is a low pressure and the surrounding is high pressure. So winds are rushing from surrounding high pressure to center low pressure. So in a cyclone, winds move from surrounding area towards a center which is low pressure. This is clear. Now the movement is anti-clockwise in northern hemisphere. You can see it is anti-clockwise like this, but in southern hemisphere it is clockwise, the way the clock moves. Clear? Now let's see the anticyclones. Anticyclones are opposite of cyclones. In anticyclone, the center is high pressure, and the winds, as we know, winds move from high pressure to low pressure. So from the center, the winds go outside, the winds go outward. So like this, it moves clockwise direction in northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in southern hemisphere. So children, the concept is clear. Now we will see the what is the effect on climate. You know what? Cyclones are very destructive. Cyclones originate mostly in the sea and proceed towards the land and cause heavy rainfall associated with thunder, lightning, storm, and they affect the coastal areas badly. And you know what? They also causes lot of loss of life and property. Whereas anticyclones, on the other hand, they are associated with fair weather, clear sky, slowly moving wind, and they do not cause any loss of life and property. So these are the two differences and of cyclone, anticyclone, and how they affect the climate of Asia. So now I have written this slide on anticyclones. I have already explained. Now, so we'll learn about the influence of the high mountains. That is how the mountains influence the climate of Asia. So let's see a map. In this map, I'll point out this is the area where there are mountains in Asia. So this region of Asia has so many young full mountains, and how do they influence the climate? Let's learn. So there are cold winds coming from the Arctic region, especially during winter. So these mountains, they actually block the cold winds, so that this portion of Asia, the southern portion of Asia, doesn't become very cold and frozen during winter. If the mountains would not be there, it is said that India and the neighboring countries would be frozen during winter. So in one way, they protect us from becoming very, very cold during winters. Now these winds, they divert from this direction and influence the climate of southeastern part of Asia. So I hope this is clear. Let's proceed. So we have the next factor, monsoon. So as I told you, monsoon influenced the climate of Asia to a great extent, and we had talked that during summer, Asia, the land become very, very hot. So high temperature over the land give rise to low pressure, whereas the sea is comparatively cooler. So low temperature over the sea give rise to high pressure. And children, I taught you that winds, they blow from high pressure to low pressure. So this is the reason during summer winds blow, just give me a minute. So during summer, the winds blow from sea to land. See, I am using the pen so that you can understand it in a better way. So from Indian Ocean to the Asian continent, the wind is moving. This is because the ocean is having high pressure and the land is having low pressure. I hope this is clear. Alright, so let's proceed. Now children, the factors I have explained again for those who had not understood properly. Now we'll start with the season. So this is the map of summer season of Asia. I have already explained what happens in summer just now. Let us repeat it. So in summer season, now I'll use a pen, children, to explain to you. In summer season, this portion of Asia becomes very, very hot, and as you can see, it's written, it is having a low pressure. You can see I'm pointing out with this. Hot, very hot with low pressure. Low pressure, and I told you because of high temperature, the air becomes light and rise up. Because of this only there is low pressure. Whereas the sea the ocean, it is comparatively cooler. If we compare the land and sea, the sea is comparatively cooler. So it develops high pressure. And as I told you, because of this, wind blow from high pressure to low pressure, that is from sea to land. Can you see the direction of the winds? Can you see the direction of the winds? They are moving from sea to land. Alright. So this is the summer condition. Now what happens? The winds, they move from ocean, so they carry a lot of moisture. They absorb a lot of moisture. And as you can see, they are entering. You can see the clouds out here. So they cause rainfall. You can see the clouds, children. It's marked in the map. So they cause good amount of rainfall. Now like this, during summer, the winds blow from sea to land and cause good amount of rainfall. Now let us learn some facts about this summer season. Yeah. First we will see the summer. So the duration, let's see the first point. The duration is from April to September. And the fact, Jacobabad in Pakistan has recorded summer temperature more than 50 degrees Celsius. So, see the second point. Jacobabad is a place in Pakistan. It is in Asia and it has experienced the summer temperature more than 50 degrees. If you remember, children, the topic Asia, the continent of contrast, I have mentioned about Jacobabad, which is the hottest place in the world. Now, summer, what is the duration of the season? From April to September. Now, what is the nature of the season? Due to high temperature, low pressure develop in the northwestern part of Indian subcontinent. Just now I had told you about this. Let's see a map, it will understand better. Yeah, see the map. So you can see this low pressure. This is what we are talking about. This portion of Asia develops high temperature resulting into low pressure. So now we come to the next point. Yeah. So this result in blowing of wind towards the low pressure area from the surrounding area. So this is what I told you, because the land has become very much hot and developed low pressure. So the wind will blow from sea to land, from Indian Ocean towards the continent of Asia. So I hope this is clear. Let's proceed. This is the map. There are more facts. These winds come from southwest and therefore known as southwest monsoon. So once again we will see the map. See, these winds are coming from southwest. Can you see the direction? So these are called southwest monsoon winds. Now they bring rain to India and its neighboring countries. The eastern and the southeastern Asia receive heavy rainfall from these winds and they blow from southeast and are known as southeast monsoon. Now children, don't get confused why they are known as southwest and southeast monsoon. I'll explain you. Let's see the map again. See children, these winds are blowing from southwest, right? And these winds are blowing from southeast. So this is because of the direction of this wind, they are named as southwest monsoon and southeast monsoon. It's nothing else. We name the wind according to the direction from which it is blowing. That's why this is southwest monsoon and this is southeast monsoon. I hope you have understood. So this is about the summer season of Asia. Now let us come to the winter. So now we will start with the winter season. Now children, see duration. Let us take a pen to mark. Duration is from October to March, and OM Yukon in northeastern Siberia recorded minus 67.7 degrees Celsius, the lowest temperature in the world outside Antarctica. Right? So these are the facts I have written so that you can understand the nature of the weather, the season, winter season. Now the third point, high pressure develops over the land. So children, in summer there was high pressure on the land. Sorry, there was a high temperature on the land resulting low pressure. In winter, there is low temperature resulting into high pressure. So you remember, let's see a map, it will be easier. Yeah. Now you can see, I'll point out. See, there is low temperature resulting into high pressure on the land, just opposite of summer season. Right? Now we can see the ocean also. See the condition of the ocean. Here in the ocean you can see written hot down and resulting into low pressure. See, the ocean is not very hot, but compared to the land, the ocean water is hot because water takes very long time to get heated and also very long time to cool down. But land gets heated very quickly and cool down also very quickly. This is why the nature of land and sea varies. Now, see the direction of the wind. Do you find it is just opposite to the direction in summer season? Isn't it, students? So, the wind now is blowing from land to sea. Right? It is blowing from land to sea and it is blowing from northeastern direction. So, it is known as northeast monsoon. So, I hope this map is clear. Let us learn the other facts about the climate. See, the next point out. See this one. Due to high pressure, wind develops over the land and blow towards the sea. Do you remember in summer in Asia, winds blow from sea to land. In winter, it blows from land to sea. Let's see more about winter. These winds are dry and they move southward but checked by the mountains. I told you how the mountains stop the wind. Now children, you know these winds are dry. Why these winds are dry? Because they move from land to sea and therefore they lack in moisture. Towards the east, while blowing over the sea, they pick moisture and bring rain to eastern islands like Japan and Philippines. Here they are called northwest monsoon. Now children, I'll explain this. See the map. Okay. Now these winds, first I'll erase and then I'll write, yes. So these winds coming from north, they are checked by the mountain, but they blow this side, right? And as they are blowing from this direction, they are known as northwest monsoon. I hope you understood. So they bring rainfall in Japan as well as in Philippines. So they bring rainfall in these two areas because here there is absence of mountains, so they can come out from this side and they bring rainfall. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now let's proceed. Now next feature of the winter. They also cause rainfall in southeastern Asia and eastern coast of India. Here they are called northeast monsoon. Children, I told you why they are called northeast monsoon, because they are coming from this direction and causing. They are coming from northeast, and when they are moving from Bay of Bengal, they will cause rainfall in this portion of India. And why they are called northwest monsoon? Because they are coming this side also and causing rainfall in Japan and Philippines. So here they are called northwest monsoon because their direction is northwest. Here their direction is northeast. So I hope this is clear. Let's proceed. See the next point. Winter rainfall occur in Southwest Asia along the Mediterranean Sea and Black Sea, caused by cyclonic winds coming from Mediterranean Sea. So now children, you have to know about winter rainfall. Winter rainfall also occur in Asia, in the southwestern part of Asia along the Mediterranean Sea and the Black Sea, and this is caused by cyclonic wind. So let's understand this. You know what? This side is the Mediterranean Sea. This side is Mediterranean Sea. So the winds come from the Mediterranean Sea and cause rainfall in India also and other parts of Asia during winter. Why? Because cyclone originate near Mediterranean Sea and it come towards India. And like this, during winter also some parts of India receive rainfall. So I hope this is clear. Let's proceed. So this is all about the seasons of Asia. We have all learnt about the summer, that how the temperature and pressure fluctuate. We have learnt that the direction, that was the southwest monsoon, and the hottest place, the highest temperature recorded. We have learnt the duration also, which is the duration, right? So like this, today we have learnt about the seasons of Asia, and with this we complete Asia climate.